Heimdall, the all-seeing guardian of Asgard. What happens to a god when they can see everything? Does it breed duty, paranoia, or lead to a final showdown with chaos itself? Marvel, God of War, and Norse mythology. Three versions of the Sentinel god. Now let's compare them side by side. Kicking things off with his appearance and looks. In Marvel, Heimdall wears shining gold-plated armour and a huge horned helm. He is often seen guarding the Bifrost, holding his giant sword. His most striking feature? Glowing amber eyes. He's tall, powerful, and carries himself like a true defender. Later in the movies you'll see him take on a rogue-like outfit wearing red leather, light armour. God of War goes in the opposite direction. This Heimdall is lean, has pale skin, braided blonde hair and the most unsettling purple eyes you've ever seen. He wears very light armour, just some braces and a few padded squares, relying on a white tunic with gold trims. There's no need for heavy armour when no one can hit you. His biggest look is all in his face, a set of golden teeth, staying true to the myth. And talking of, what does the myth say? Heimdall is shown as the bright guardian. Picture a tall and broad character, ready to defend Asgard at a moment's notice. The Eddas call him the whitest of the gods, which could mean bright white and golden in look, just as much as pure and shining in character. His most noticeable feature, giving him the title Gullin Tanni, or Golden Toothed. Yes, you heard me right. This golden god owned the first set of grills. He keeps watch at Himmelbjorg. Here he sits and waits beside the Bifrost, ready to sound the horn for when Ragnarok comes. Now his character and personality. In the Marvel movies, Heimdall is the definition of loyalty and honour. He takes his job as Asgard's gatekeeper seriously and never wavers from his duty. He's calm, wise, and acts like a moral compass for Thor and the other Asgardians. God of War flips everything upside down. This Heimdall is arrogant, cruel, and loves making people feel small. He constantly belittles others and takes genuine pleasure in their humiliation. Years of reading everyone's intentions have twisted him into something bitter and hateful. When you can see into people's souls and witness every dark thought, every hidden motive and every moment of weakness, it breeds contempt. Myth Heimdall is steady, calm and serious about his duty. He guards the bridge to the gods and seems separate, not because he's proud, but because the job comes first. He's the opposite of Loki. Where Loki plays tricks, Heimdall is honest and dependable. He shows loyalty and a protective nature. He also walks among the people to teach and organize society, which makes him feel wise, respectful, and responsible. Now his powers and tools. MCU Heimdall can see nearly everything happening across all 9 realms simultaneously. His hearing matches his sight. He can detect sounds across vast cosmic distances throughout the 9 realms. His primary tool is his sword, although not named in the movies, a powerful blade that doubles as the key to activate and control the Bifrost Bridge. While the Bifrost itself isn't technically his tool, Heimdall controls complete access to it, with the exception of Odin, deciding who enters or leaves Asgard and sending people across realms with precision. God of War Heimdall is built to be unbeatable, and he knows it. His most dangerous power is being able to see intentions before they happen, knowing what you're going to do before you do it. This makes him nearly impossible to hit in combat. He can distort space and time around him, essentially slowing down time to dodge or make attacks. Heimdall weaponizes Bifrost energy for offensive abilities or defensive shields. When Kratos severs his arm during their fight, he conjures a magical replacement made of pure Bifrost energy. He frequently carries Gjallarhorn, the legendary horn he uses to summon others and signal important events. He also carries a sword, keeping it sheathed until he needs it. Norse mythology, Heimdall is designed from the ground up to be the ultimate guardian. His extraordinary hearing allows him to hear grass growing, wool sprouting on sheep, and wind rustling across Midgard from vast distances. His incredible sight lets him see just as far in any direction, day or night, ensuring nothing escapes his vision. He needs less sleep than a bird, allowing him to remain vigilant at all times without rest. He possesses foresight that lets him see future events. His legendary tool is Gjallarhorn, the horn that when blown can be heard throughout all 9 worlds. At Ragnarok, he sounds this horn to alert all the gods that the final battle has begun. Some sources mention a sword called Hauvath, family and relationships. In the MCU, Heimdall's family tree is never mentioned except for him having a son named Astrid or Axel, shown in Thor Love and Thunder, but the less said about that movie, the better. He serves Odin, has a long respectful friendship with Thor, and has a tense relationship with the trickster god Loki. In God of War, Heimdall isn't explicitly mentioned as being the son of Odin, and the game doesn't name his mother. He's part of the Aesir circle that includes Thor, but he shows little real affection for any of them. His isolation and arrogance leave him with loyalty only to Odin. In Norse myth, Heimdall has one of the strangest origins in myth. He is the son of 9 mothers, often understood as the 9 daughters of the sea. The sources don't clearly name his father, but some believe it is the Allfather himself. It is also believed that he is the ancestor to 3 social classes: the thralls, the carls, and the jarls. And now key interactions and parallels. Gulltoppr, the golden-maned horse. In MCU, Gulltoppr doesn't appear in the Marvel movies. In God of War, Gulltoppr appears prominently as Heimdall's majestic mount. A lion/ram-like creature deviates from the myth. In Norse myth, Gulltoppr is Heimdall's golden-maned horse, symbolizing his radiant and alert nature. Gjallarhorn, the warning. There is no famous horn in the MCU, and in God of War, Gjallarhorn appears as a significant plot device. The horn retains its mythological function as a warning device integral to battle preparations. And in Norse myth, Gjallarhorn is Heimdall's legendary horn, whose blast can be heard across all 9 realms. Heimdall blows his horn to awaken the gods and signal the apocalyptic final battle. The Bifrost Bridge, the gateway between worlds. In the MCU, the Bifrost is reimagined as an interdimensional travel portal controlled by Heimdall. In God of War, the Bifrost appears as powerful energy that Heimdall weaponizes rather than a physical bridge. It's portrayed as mystical energy tied to Asgardian power. And in Norse mythology, the Bifrost is the Rainbow Bridge connecting Midgard to Asgard. Heimdall and Loki. In the MCU, Heimdall and Loki maintain a tense relationship, reflecting their mythological rivalry. Heimdall remains wary of Loki's trickster nature and sees through his disguises and schemes. In God of War, the rivalry is adapted with Heimdall opposing Atreus, who is revealed to be Loki. Heimdall is immediately hostile towards Atreus when he arrives in Asgard, suspecting his motives and seeing him as a threat to Odin's plans. And in Norse mythology, Heimdall and Loki are long-standing rivals. Loki mocks Heimdall's thankless watch duty. They both turn into seals and fight over a necklace where Heimdall recovers it from Loki. Their rivalry culminates at Ragnarok. And finally, his death and destiny. In the MCU, Heimdall dies in Infinity War aboard the Asgardian refugee ship. Wounded and surrounded, he uses his last strength to summon the Bifrost and send Hulk to Earth to warn Thanos, then impales him, killing him. In God of War, Heimdall dies before Ragnarok, killed by Kratos. Kratos disrupts Heimdall's foresight with unpredictable attacks, severs his arm with the Draupnir spear, and ultimately crushes his neck when Heimdall refuses to back down. In the myths, Heimdall's fate is to sound Gjallarhorn at the start of Ragnarok, rousing the gods. As Bifrost breaks and the enemy advances, he meets Loki in battle, and per the sources, they kill each other, showing how order and chaos cancel each other out. So, what do you think of these interpretations of the whitest of gods? Did Idris Elba do him justice? Did the arrogant bully take it too far? Let me know in the comments and leave a note about who you would like to see next.